I am in Tel Aviv, Israel, with Dr. Pinchas Kfir. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much.
So, tell us about your company. You started Zeev Modular Dental Implants. With all the implant companies in the world, what made you want to start a new implant company?
Okay. We are developing a new approach to dental implants. We try to deal with the major unmet need of dental implants failures, which means the periimplantitis mostly. But not only. We have modular design dental implants that can be customized according to the length of the eye of the bone dimensions. But on 2006, 2007, I realized that the percentage of periimplantitis is much more higher than what it was at the literature. They talked about 2 to 5%, and I saw that it's much higher because I got sued against dentists that I saw their implants that are standing straight and without any problem, not occlusal problem or other problems that I could say what is the problem there. But as you all know, the craters of periimplantitis was very pronounced. So after I studied this matter, I understood that the privilege of dental implants is much higher. And I asked myself, how can I manage this problem? Because I'm not a plumber. If I was a plumber, I could cut the implant, replace the exposed contaminated part, but I'm a dentist and I have no any management option to cut the exposed contaminated part and replace it with a new sterile part. So I thought about the modularity, the modular dental implants, which is a renewable dental implants. We can replace and remove the contaminated part and replace it with a new part and continue with the same base of the implant and the crown and bridge on top. We don't need to start all this again. So this was the purpose of conducting Zeev implants and to develop modular design dental implants.
And Zeev is the name of your father?
Yeah. My late father was one of the pioneers of the Israeli aircraft industry. He was the first to bring to Israel CNC machines in order to produce flags of airplanes. This is why we called Zeev implants, because 3 months before he passed away. So this is in honor to my late Zeev.
Oh, that is so romantic. So implants, they either fail right out of the gate after you place them, or they fail slowly with periimplantitis. And you, so your implant system is a way to try to prevent more, or is based around periimplantitis.
Yeah.
To take out the infected area and replace it. Show us your presentation.
There's no internet.
And what is your background? Do you? I know you graduated from Tel Aviv Dental School in '89. When did you get interested in placing dental implants?
Okay, so when I finished dental school, it just started in Israel, the whole thing of inserting implants. So I took courses. There was no implants education during the university studies, and I started to insert implant back to 1992. And I started to make both the surgery and the prosthodontics. And I start to love this and to love more the dentistry, because it brings more passion to our profession. So I saw that it's very success, as we see.
Let's move this over here. And
as we see, the success rate is 95%, due to also integration, the bone growth to the implant threads. But
now, when people say a 95% success rate, that means they didn't fail out of the gate. Like at the 95% success rate at what? The end of 1 year?
95% is the first years. The
first
year,
years.
the first, the second, the third year. But after that,
and I just
over time, implant failed due to perimplantitis. That we know that at least 10% of all inserted implants will fail. It occurs in 20% of patients and 36% of smokers. Of course, there are statistics that are much more darker than this statistic. This is an optimistic statistics. So that's why I thought, how can I do something in order to give the patient and the dentist a management option when perimplantitis occurs. And we can see the damage around the implant and the accumulation of plaque and microbia. And we know that it's bacterial-driven chronic inflammation, and it progresses much faster than periodontitis. And of course, we know that it is a professional challenge. So we know today that the current treatment solutions are not sufficient. No by surgical interventions and no by non-surgical interventions. We try to debride around, to wash, but nothing else. And also by surgical intervention, we can't regenerate with or without bone graft. And we know today that there is no reliable treatment available for perimplantitis today. And if we think about the lights of a car after accident, we take the broken car, broken lights to the garage, and they replace a broken light by a new one. But with dental implants, we don't have this option. We have to get rid of all the implants, and the outcome is implant failure and extraction. And considering that continued decrease in the annual implants placement, perimplantitis are becoming a significant everyday clinical challenge. So we know that it's painful and time-consuming and costly. And this is the reason. We see here same image of dental implant surface. If we take this area and we magnified it, we can see that the surface is like crowded Manhattan towers that nothing can clean the and get rid of the bacteria in between the spikes of this surface.
Now, you and I have been in this game for 3 decades. There used to be hydroxyapatite coated surfaces. There's been all kinds of surfaces. Are any surfaces more likely to cause or prevent periimplantitis than other surfaces? Or are they all going to?
All right. The only surface that is like a Brennemark surface is highly polished, but highly polished is less surface area for the implants that we want today for more faster osseointegration because of this or because of the demand of our patient to get osseointegration very fast, we create this SLA surface or other surface treatment in order to get much more or much large surface area. So that's why we are with this problem of accumulation of bacteria that we can't manage and can't get rid of this bacteria.
Did you know Dr. Brandmark's son is a orthopedic surgeon in San Francisco?
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, interesting man. I need to get him on the show. So,
on January there was a convention about periimplantitis in Israel, and those are the one opinion leaders that are leading this field of periimplantitis, and the consensus was that there is no any reliable surface the contamination management, and we need to replace contaminated surface implant and replace it in order to make a clean environment to the implants in order to stay with this implant. So that's what we are doing. We are dealing Zeev implants address this unmet need, the major unmet need in implant dentistry, by renewable modular dental implants that can replace the contaminated surface. It's built with extension rings that allows to replace only the exposed contaminated implant parts. It also offers the dentist to shorter or lengthen the implants according to the clinical situation. And we design it to be as common as the dentists know the implants of today. So it's with the same diameters and the same length of the implants that existing today. It allows finally to maintain the original crown and bridge, and you don't need to start all over the prosthodontics on top. We design it to be compatible with standard dental techniques and accessories, so the dentists don't have to buy a new equipment and the new sets, only two screwdrivers. Only two screwdrivers that helps to take out or to release only the upper contaminated part.
and when did you start doing this?
I started the patent back to 2009, 2008, and now we have a full range of products. if you see, the implants comes, like you see, as a regular implant. For the dentist is same. The learning curve is very short. It's the same as he manage the most common dental implants today. In every part of the implants, you can connect your abutment or a superstructure in every level of the implants, and it can be our technology is an issued patent in Europe, in US already, and it can be hexagonal, it can be conical, you name it. Any connection is in the patent. So the modularity give us the advantage of being more flexible in order to make a renewable surface, to customize length. And let me share with you a short video animation that announces the need and presents our novel solution.
Now, have you put the animation video on YouTube?
Yeah.
You have the link on YouTube?
Yeah, it's also in our website, and you can see that there, but maybe we can...
And the website is zeevimplants.com. Z-E-E-V, your name of your father, and then implants.com.
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Yeah.
Zeevimplants.com.
Thank you very much.
So you're going to play the video now?
Yeah.
So does the average Zeev implant have 3 modules? Do they all have three components that are...
You can produce the length with how many rings or extension rings that you want. But in our design today, our prototype today, it's with a base and 2 extension rings. So we can see that...
What's the most extension rings that you've ever placed?
With 2 extension rings, it's 13 millimeters.
For 10 millimeters?
13 millimeters with 2 extension rings. So it's compatible to our most common extension or length of dental implants. That it can be with 1 ring and it will be 10 millimeters. It can be without any ring, but then it's like standard implant. But the dentist can buy it with 2 extensions, which is 2 extension is 13 millimeters. Okay. So let's show the video.
Zeev Implants, Modular Dental Implants. Our teeth last a lifetime, usually. Occasionally, however, a dentist may need to extract a tooth. Dental implants were developed as artificial tooth root replacements. Implants are one-piece devices available in a number of standard diameters and lengths. Today's implants cannot be shortened or lengthened. Even with their limitations, implants are designed to last for decades. Unfortunately, over time, up to 50% of implants fail due to inflammation that may damage the implant's threads. Today, dentists may be forced to remove and replace the entire implant and crown because there is no reliable alternative treatment. The extraction may damage bone and anatomical structures such as the maxillary sinus, blood vessels, and nerves. Total implant removal and reimplantation is painful, time-consuming, and costly. Imagine how efficient it would be if the dentist could simply remove and replace only the damaged part of the implant while keeping the rest in place. That's where Zeev Implants makes a difference with its unique, patented solution, the modular dental implant. The modular design of the Zeev implant consists of multiple sections or rings of the same size that can easily separate or connect to achieve a custom length. When the surgical approach may be more appropriate, the dentist removes the crown and abutment using a standard tool. The infected upper rings of the Zeev Modular implant are removed and replaced with new sterile upper rings of the same size. If necessary, bone reconstruction is achieved through bone augmentation, and the original crown is replaced. For posterior teeth, surgical intervention may not be required. The dentist removes the crown and abutment using a standard tool. The infected upper rings of the Zeev Modular implant are removed and replaced with new, highly polished, sterile upper rings to reduce plaque accumulation around the implant and to allow more efficient cleaning by the patient. The original crown and bridge can be used after repair. The advantages of the Zeev system are clear. Because the rings are the same size, dentists can add or remove segments to achieve a custom length. Dentists and implant manufacturers alike can hold less inventory, resulting in reduced costs. It's compatible with standard implant systems, so dentists can use existing tools and methods. The Zeev technology can be licensed to implant manufacturers to produce their implants. The Zeev system gives dentists greater confidence in offering implants as a treatment option to higher-risk patients such as diabetics, heavy smokers, or those with periodontitis. For the first time, with Zeev's system, patients are able to retain their implants and crowns, resulting in less pain, reduced costs, and improved patient satisfaction. Zeev Modular Implants, making people smile.
Nice video. I see it was created by dentalmaster.com.
Yeah.
Who's dentalmaster.com?
They have done a great job, and they're an Israeli company that creates videos for dental implants and other dental companies all over the world. So I was happy to collaborate with them in order to create this video for this unique design of dental implants.
Very nice video. So, when did you start selling these? How long have they been on the market?
We didn't start to sell it yet. We hope they will be at the market at 2021. We are now toward getting CE mark, and we are preparing for submission for FDA. And we are now at clinical trials, human clinical trials, and we think it will be success. Now we are seeking for collaboration with big dental implants companies or dental implants companies for collaboration in order to bring it faster to the market and in order to create some more data with some more clinical trials. And that's what we are doing in every day in our company. We are now working towards a new patent according to this innovative subject of modular dental implants. And we hope that it will bring the implants market that is very huge. It's more than $5 billion annually and 7% annual growth to reach more achievements by managing perimplantitis more easily. I saw you before the convention of perimplantitis here in Israel. Perimplantitis is one of the most popular topics at the dental implants conference or main dental conferences all over the world. And this option to have a reliable treatment for periimplantitis, this is the aim of our company. Of course, there are some more advantage. I showed in the video the option to reduce the inventory of implants at the dentist office, at the manufacturer, and also the distributors, because dentists buy a long implant, and he can shorter the length of the implants during the procedure. So this reduce the inventory and reduce cost. That's one more advantage. Another advantage is, for example, if there is a failure of augmentation, you put a membrane and bone substitute. And after a time, you came back and see that it was exposed membrane, and there is no bone volume on top, and you have to take or get rid of the exposed membrane and the bone substitute. But it's okay to stay with 10 millimeters. You don't need the 13 millimeters. With our implants, it's very easy. I can show you a demonstration of how it works. So I have a small model here. There are two implants here. And one of these implants are standard implants, and the other one is Zeev implants. Okay, so
Are you supposed to have gloves on? I'm just teasing. No. I was just teasing. It's not a mo-
yeah.
That was my poor attempt at a joke.
Yeah, but I'm not joking. So I can.
We assume the patients already know.
Yeah. I take out the screws in the ordinary way. All right. So I took it out. I raised my flap like this. And what we can see here is two implants that the upper threads are exposed. This is standard implants. This is MTDI, modular type dental implants of Zeev implants. While at the standard implants, I can't do anything. I can try to clean, but as I showed before, it won't be clean, and the periimplantitis will continue. Here, with the Zeev implants, I took only one screwdriver, and I can release only this part very easily out of the implant, and I can stay with this level or bring highly polished part replacement part that can be put here, or replace it with another part with threads. Okay? Those are two options to replace this contaminated part. And after that, let's say that I'm inserting a new sterile one.
When did you first think of this idea? What was the inspiration?
In a minute. So I replace it, okay? And now I can put back the same crown and bridge because I changed same, and I didn't change anything. So I can put it back, and of course the gingiva before. And that's it. Very simple.
Congratulations.
Very simple.
So when did you first think of this? What
Yeah.
what caused the inspiration, the idea?
Okay, I'll tell you. I'm also a lawyer. I learned law at 1997, and I got many suits against dentists. That I know that there are excellent clinicians, and I saw panoramics and other clinical photos, and also it was almost, the data shows that they create the rehabilitation perfect. There is no occlusion load, there is very short, very the occlusal forces are not so destructive, and there is no any reason to sue these doctors, but the patient they have to get rid of this very big implants rehabilitation, and it's something that bothered the patients, bothered the dentist, and I thought, how can I help both the patient and the dentist? And that's why I thought about the modularity option, because I didn't saw any other way to get rid of the contaminated part. So this brings me to that, and I thanks to the plumbers, because at that time in my home there was a pipe that was damaged, and the plumber came and cut and connect a new part, and we continued with the same pipe, and we didn't need to throw the whole apartment because of this pipe. So that's the way I thought, how can I manage this problem? So this make a confidence for dentists. I think it would be confidence for dentists, and both dentist and patient, to create an implants, and they will have a reliable option to manage this when the perimplants will come. And we know today that it will come at very high percentage of the implants and the patients. Also, as a clinician for over 30 years, we all know that when a patient with diabetic or periodontitis or heavy smoker or other, let's say, problematic patient, we sometimes reject this patient because we don't want to put us and put him into clinical treatment that we think that after 2, 3, 5 years all will be destroyed by periodontitis. So by giving this solution, we give both dentist and patient a second chance and more confidence to have a treatment, because they know that inside the implants it's not a usual implant. It's a premium implant with a technology that allowed to replace the contaminated part with a new part, and it's a renewable implant. What we see in our company as the next generation of dental implants. And this is the way that I think many of the opinion leaders are seeing today the way or the direction that dental implants design are going to.
So it was your journey in becoming a lawyer and then seeing these failed dental lawsuits. What made you want to become a lawyer? There's not many dentists who go off and become a lawyer. So you're a double doctor. Doctor of dentistry, doctor of law?
Yeah. No, I'm almost didn't dealt with suits and law. Many years I want to learn law in order to have some tools to create, let's say, to create business, to create producing things, to develop things. That's why I've also MEI from Swinburne University from Australia, that is a master in innovation and entrepreneurships. I got these degrees in order to have tools for myself, in order to go to the innovative and entrepreneurship. So not to sue dentists or doctors, but in order to have tools to know how to deal with contacts and to deal with other companies and other partners in order to bring new ideas to the market. So that's, but because I was the first dentist in Israel that also got the bar exams and got the lawyer card, so I gave also to dental organization. I was advisor of the Israeli Perio organization, also the Israeli organization of dental implants, orthodontics, and the Department of Health in Israeli government, etc. So, but my most interest is in creating innovation and entrepreneurship in dental implants and dental field, and that's what I'm doing now.
Congratulations. So when you get the FDA approvals and you go to the market, what market are you going to focus on the most? Europe, United States, Israel? What is your plan to get this?
We've got a Seal of Excellence by the European Commission after they tested our technology at the Horizon 2020 program. And as we have already issued patent in Europe, we will start there, but we also have an US patent, so we are submitting now for the FDA, and we want to be as soon as possible at the American US market.
So is the European dental market and the United States, Canada dental market about the same size each?
Yeah, it's about third and third of the whole world, so it's 2/3 of the world.
So Europe's a third, United States, Canada is a third,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the world's a third.
Yeah.
And does the FDA, what's the equivalent to the FDA in Europe? Or if you get the FDA approval in the United States, does that get you anything in Europe or vice versa?
No, there is no, as I understand, those are separate regulatory entities, and you should work toward the CE mark and toward the FDA.
So FDA in the United States is called Z mark. What is it?
CE mark. CE mark.
Oh, CE mark.
CE mark. CE mark. And
C mark.
yeah, and this is a Seal of Excellence by the European Commission, and we are already with ISO 13358 2016. We got this certificate, and we hope to get the CE mark very short at the beginning of 2020.
So if Europe's a third, United States, Canada is a third, for the rest of the third, the whole world, where are the hot spots of dental implants for the?
We will go there. There is a very huge interest in China, for example, and other Eastern countries, Singapore, China, Korea, etc. But we are a small company, so we are not there yet. That's why we are seeking for collaboration with very big companies in order to go to these markets, and we will be there.
So do you think you would rather sell direct to the dentist, or would you rather go through a distributor like Shine, Patterson, Benco, Burkhart?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts there?
Today the markets became more and more internet markets. Dentists are buying through the internet, by Amazon, by eBay, etc. Also patients are buying through the internet market and bringing the dentist, the doctor.
Did you know I got a law degree? That I have a law degree?
No.
Yes, I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah.
It was only $10.
Yeah. Okay.
That's another bad joke.
Okay. Okay. But I know that there is a very, very big market by the internet. So it's one way to sell, but also the let's say the classic ways to sell by distributors or by licensing dental implants company to create their implants by or their designs by our technology, because the most of dental implants today may be created by the let's say by Straumann design and by Zeev technology, the modular technology. So it can serve all the players.
So, what will be your strategy?
We'll see.
Well, I would imagine if you congratulations on getting the patents. That's very, very hard to get. That says a lot that you can get the patent. Wouldn't it be the most efficient to take that IP to Straumann, which is the world's #1 selling implant, because they bought a lot of its merger and acquisition. They bought Biodent, or what is Neodent in Brazil. They bought MIS in Israel. So if you have all the patents, wouldn't that be the easiest to go to Straumann and say, I'll license you the technology?
Yeah, I'm not rejecting this this offer. I think that it will be one day that one of them will be the first to come to approach our company, because I don't want to invent the wheel and to create the first wheel. There are wheels. There are dental implants companies that can make what I'm doing much faster, let's say, cheaper, etc. And my passion is for the invention and to bring this idea into the market as fast as I can. And I'm sure that one of these big sharks may help me with this aim. But if there will not be this way, it will be by producing by ourselves. It's an option. We are now producing. You can see here, we have the whole range. Most of the whole range is here. Of course, we have abutments, whatever we need in order to create implants and rehabilitation on top of Zeev Modular Dental Implants. So,
when you go around the world, you see different cultures doing different things, and it seemed like the European culture was to take an experiment to dental schools, and they took years to do studies. And I noticed in Korea, Megagen, the founder, Dr. Park, he had a very large dental office with 100 dentists. So since he owned the dental clinic, he could go from a new design to manufacturing to have his own dentist place the implants. And so he really shortened the R&D cycle immensely. And today with so many of these large dental clinics, I've noticed the R&D time is really contracting. If you're old school and you're relying through dental schools and they take a whole year to design the protocol and then they're doing it with grad students, and when it's all done and said, it takes 1, 2, or 3 years, and then you're competing with a company, a private clinic that can do everything from A to Z in 100 days. So Megagen in Seoul has really innovated the most just by contracting the R&D cycle immensely, especially compared to Europe.
Yeah, we already talked with big dental clinics. I'm also as a clinic here near Tel Aviv, and I maintain my clinics in order to be able to produce new ideas and get new ideas.
So you have more than one clinic?
No, I have only one clinic of mine. Yeah, of mine. In a town near Tel Aviv, in Petach Tikva, and I enjoy to create by the clinical work more and more innovatives to our field, but we are also talking with big clinics. We have been a month ago in Milan, and we talked with 200 clinics organizations there, and they have their own brand, and we hope to be in their brands or other like them, big clinics. And I understand perfectly what you're talking about. It's
That was in Milan, Italy.
Milan, Italy?
Yeah.
No.
No, where did you say Milan?
Milano.
It's Milan, Italy.
Italy.
Okay, yeah.
Italy. Yeah. So we have been there in clinic, and
So why do you think Italy, out of all the countries in the world, has the most dental implant companies? They have more implant companies than the entire world combined, just in Italy.
Aesthetics.
yeah.
Aesthetics, you think?
Yeah, I think there are. We approach Italy because what you say now, they are very high technology oriented. They are very talented professors and clinicians there. And of course, there are several very good dental implants companies, producers. So maybe they have something that we are proud about the Israeli dental implants manufacturers. There are many, and I think according to our 8 million people here in Israel, they are the most percentage of dental implants companies to our population. So maybe we are the first. I don't know who is the second, but Israeli clinics.
So Israel has 8 million people and 7,000 dentists? Is that the right number? About 7,000 dentists?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe Italy is very similar to Israel by that they are very oriented to produce new products, and they got to dental implants faster than other countries. I don't know why.
Well, Dr. Pinchas Kfir, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right. You say it, Dr. Pinchas Kfir.
Pinchas Kfir.
It was a pleasure and an honor to interview you today.
To mine also.